engine light comes on, Google search Knuckle Busters Amco Knoxville. Amco, serving East Tennessee since 1962. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Ladies and gentlemen.
All I know is you never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
What is it with you and this obsession with this varsity crap?
People come to us because we don't sell them uninjured.
They can't refuse because of the implication.
You wonder ever you're a bad man? World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door. Some things are a matter of duty.
The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough to dispute it.
I was about to take advice from a clown who dives headfirst into the shallow end of the pool.
It's Talk Sports with John Reed and Cody McClure.
If it is to be said, so it be. So it is. So it is. So it is. So it is.
It's a Tennessee thing!
Well, I'm holding on.
Back in the booth, back on the airwaves, coming at you live from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. John Reed, Cody McClure, Sam Beard, and Bad News Bubba. It is Talk Sports. It is Thursday, September 18th. We hope you're well, wherever you may be. Cody, what's up, man?
Oh, good morning, John. It's good to be here. Good to be anywhere. How's everyone doing?
I'm good. Sam, you good?
I'm chilling.
Bubba, you good?
This is a day in infamy for men of all. I'm all right.
I regret asking. What's up, Cody?
I don't know what you said, Bubba.
I don't know if he does either.
I thought was he singing something from what's that movie with the
Singing in the Rain?
No, definitely not that.
Singing in the Rain.
Definitely not that. What's that movie? It's got Old Brother, Where Art Thou?
In constant
That sounded like something from Old Brother, Where Art Thou?
No, on the way over here, I was just thinking about old-timey broadcasts, and I was trying to imitate that style of tone and voice and shape. And then I just thought, well, man, today is the day.
So you just got your own fireside chat going on in your brain.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what you do when you sit in traffic. Beautiful Knoxville, Tennessee.
When you do what in traffic?
Sit.
That's I do miss the way I miss people talking that way. I don't know when it went away. Because, like, when you look at people, I guess it was just the liberation of the 60s, the hippie movement and everything. Like, because when you look at the way people dressed, like in the 30s, 40s, even 50s, even 60s, like men were still wearing suits. I guess it all changed with, like, the hippie movement, right? Everybody got a little looser. Like the 70s, you think of people not wearing suits all the time.
Yeah, but they were wearing slacks at that point, though, and they're nice, flowery button shirts and all that.
Yeah, but but then the top hats went away, and it was just kind of
way more. I guess way more of a creative, way to dress, so to speak.
When did jean shorts first show up? It had to be the 70s.
I think that'd be kind of exhausting. Just anytime you go out of your house, you got to be wearing a suit.
I know, but think about how dapper people looked back in the 40s, the 30s.
They became, it says, that they, 60s, but they became more popular in the 70s because of the Dukes of Hazzards.
That's about where I was thinking.
And I saw Daisy Dukes.
Yeah. I feel like by the time jean shorts got incorporated, it was kind of over for the, wearing a suit every day guys. Some people still do it, like if you work on Wall Street or something. But
then I guess in the 80s, maybe more dudes started wearing jorts.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet Casual Friday went so hard, though, back then.
That first Casual Friday?
Yeah, whenever Casual Friday came up and you didn't have to wear your damn suit to work, I bet that was such a moment.
Well, when did people start wearing jeans? Like just denim jeans?
Think about how nervous the guy was. It was probably like, hey, man, what if we do Casual Friday?
We're going to be the cool place to work.
Everyone was probably like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's stick to suits, man. Let's not get too crazy.
Yeah. It's a place of business. I just wonder where it changed. And I feel like in my head, it's like late 60s is when things kind of got.
Jeans apparently became popular with the youth after James Dean was wearing them in the mid-50s in Rebel Without a Cause.
Okay.
He kind of put denim on the map. People wore jeans as early as the mid-1800s. Around 1920, they became acceptable, construction, blue-collar type of work fabric because you couldn't wear suits when you're outside working.
Right, yeah.
But then, they became popular with the youth in the 50s.
Okay, James Dean, 50s, that checks out. Because I feel like working men before that were wearing like those brown pants, Like if you're out working construction, like the guys who built the Empire State Building, they're wearing like those brown, I don't even know what they were, cotton. Like I have like suspenders with a little go to hell hat. I have a picture of them in my head, but they're not in jeans.
Is this what you just sat around and thought about yesterday?
No, I thought about a lot of things, but two things to report, though. I ate some Indian food, which is not something that I typically do. I've tried Indian food a few times. I never had anything against it, but I never really found anything I liked. And I was like, maybe it's not for me because I like all, Korean and Chinese. I like all different kinds of food, but finally yesterday I got the right thing, I think, because it was delicious. It was butter chicken, and it was like this thick, this gravy like texture. I guess it was a curry. I assume it's what they call a curry. So good though, very good.
What did you used to get? I feel like that's like
I don't know.
I feel like that's like entry level Indian food.
It is. It's like that, and then chicken tikka masala, right? But I don't know. I just never really had. Maybe I never had butter chicken. Maybe the other times I had chicken tikka masala, and I was just not that impressed by it.
Did it knock the rest of the hangover out from the weekend? You feeling okay now? You good?
It's not a hangover, man. I think I've just got. I heard mono was going around. I heard
usually got
strep throat.
Usually got to make out with people to get that.
Fun joke. Yeah, so funny. I heard strep throat was going around. I don't know. I just I haven't felt good all week, but
the whiskey blues going around too.
The whiskey blues.
I
ain't had any whiskey. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe it's good because it had turmeric in it. So I assume it had turmeric. Does all Indian food have turmeric? So they say that's good for you.
I wouldn't say all. Like, I wouldn't expect it to be in the bread.
Yeah.
The naan.
I had some of that too. The garlic naan. Pretty good. And then also yesterday I watched the Charlie Sheen documentary. I finished that last night. It was good. I liked it. You probably wouldn't like it. It's just a lot of drugs, That's a big theme in it. Crack smoking.
Yes, can't imagine there's many new revelations that we don't already know about Charlie Sheen.
No, there's not really any new revelations. I don't know. Did you know that he had sex with men?
Yeah. I mean, he's been accused of sexually abusing minors.
Well, he said he didn't do that. That they addressed that in the documentary. Said that didn't happen.
Yeah. It would have been noteworthy had he admitted it happened.
Yeah.
But I was watching something, like some clip where multiple people said they saw Charlie doing that. I believe it was Corey Feldman.
Well, his own mother said there's no way it could have happened. So I think Charlie kind of, the fact that she defended Charlie I think helped him, for his own sake or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if that matters. Once in most instances, you'd probably say, hey, if the parents are defending the person, you maybe give them the benefit of the doubt. But then, if you're familiar with what the monsters in the R. Kelly situation were doing, how they were all defending him to keep the money train rolling at the sake of their kids, it kind of changed my perspective on that. So,
yeah. Well, I think it was just the one accusation against Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Or that's the only one they mentioned in the documentary. Yeah. And then there were also accusations that he knowingly infected women with his HIV.
Yeah, he
said he didn't do that either, though.
He seems like a real scumbag. So, yeah, I didn't feel like there was any point in watching the documentary.
Well, he comes off looking like not that bad of a guy, like any good documentary would. It kind of makes you
to me, any good documentary would paint the truth. And
well, they do that too. Denise Richards, that's her whole thing when she comes on.
I feel like if you come out of it thinking Charlie Sheen, not that bad of a guy, I think you maybe have missed the mark, either as a documentary maker or as the audience.
Well, toward the end, they just make you feel the sympathy toward the character. They say, oh, here's Charlie's family, and he has a good relationship with his kids now, and he's been sober for 8 years. And
yeah, poor Charlie. He had such a tough family. His dad's a famous actor, and his brother's a famous actor, and he's been famous.
Yeah,
since he was 20.
Well, they don't do poor Charlie. I mean, they point all that out, like you're saying, like
he's a scumbag.
John Cryer, who worked with him on 2.5 Men, he's like, Charlie had the world, got everything he wanted from it, and then felt like he didn't deserve it, so he was self-destructive, and it's I don't know. I was the drug part interested me. All the details of the crack smoking they really go in depth on the crack, like how bad it was, how much he was doing, how much he got, and like he tested the human body, that's for sure.
Well, I'm glad you had
one of the great druggies of our time.
Hangover recovery day. That's a good stay home from school day where you just watch a good documentary and eat some Indian food. That's good. You watch Price is Right?
No, I didn't watch Price is Right.
Damn. If you just sprinkled in some Price is Right, you'd have been.
Those were the best days.
Yeah.
Staying home from school and watching Price is Right.
Sam, Bubba, anything from yesterday you want to talk about from your evening?
I just feel like I got to get something off my chest. People had complaints that I called myself the Jeff McNeil of my men's softball team. So I'll readjust and I'll call myself the Benny DiStefano or the Henry Davis of my team.
It's too late. I've already got you a jersey being made at the back here at SM
because Benny
Athletics.
DiStefano was the last lefty catcher, basically.
They're calling you Bubba McNeil.
Be a good baseball name.
Yeah. It might take you up a level. You might start hitting doubles.
And I've got about similar stats to Henry Davis for the Pirates right now.
Are you left-handed?
I am.
Nice, me too.
I don't write left-handed, though.
No, me neither.
Do you right-handed?
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff, guys. Too, Bubba, hit right-handed. Do you golf left-handed as well?
I'm not initially. I typically bat right. But I mean, every time I play, I always try to hit at least once or twice from the left side.
Golf balls?
Yeah.
So you just carry a couple of random left-handed golf
balls? I have a lefty 8-iron with me.
Just to test the side of your brain, or?
Yeah. The more you get used to it, I imagine the more I get accustomed to it.
All right. You just want to be a lefty?
No, I just like the idea of being a switch hitter, though.
There's a bunch of PGA players that can they can go shoot in the 80s left-handed.
Well, yeah, and
those are, what did you say, PGA players?
Yeah.
All right.
But they probably don't carry any of the clubs with them, right?
I don't know.
You think they have an emergency?
They probably have a lefty set just because they have a club.
They get too close to a tree or something, they gotta.
Well, no, I mean actually in their round, an emergency one in case, they have to.
They probably just flip the club head over
and just smack it out. Yeah. Okay. I got nothing really to report. Got first place in trivia last night.
Third or first?
First.
Good.
First. Damn near perfect game.
It's nice.
Where'd you play?
No free sponsorships.
No.
I didn't make it out to Barley's last night.
A tweeter writes in my DMs, is Bubba on meth? I don't think so.
I would say no, but you never really know anymore.
That's what I'm going to say.
What they infect in the foods,
so, but we can't rule it out.
I don't buy GMO stuff. Actually, I do buy GMO stuff.
Just send me the break, Sam. Send me the break. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues. Every bet type you can imagine. Live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Inward Half is committed to the game and the memorable moments that happen in between. From the tee box to the tailgate, from the green to the big game. For the first birdie with Dad, the first big win with Mom. Friday night lights, Saturday superstitions, Sunday traditions. Fall into the comfort and unparalleled performance of Inward Half. This fall, enjoy the walk-in.
Good morning. As traffic starts to get heavier, Alcoa Highway northbound up by the flea market coming out of Blount County, just busy this time of the morning. It continues to build down 75 leaving Campbell County southbound, especially as you work your way past the Caravel exit coming over Jellicoe Mountain. Watch for radar in that northern section of Campbell County. If your check engine light comes on, Google search Knuckle Busters Amco Knoxville. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Nostalgia right there.
Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah.
This girl, Roxanne, who I was in love with in school, she put this on a burned CD for me. This was kind of one of our songs, you know.
Yeah.
She burned a CD, and she's like, I know you love this one.
What's her name?
Roxanne. God rest her soul.
That doesn't feel like a real name for a girl.
It is a real name, and she's still alive, by the way. But she's still alive. She's real. She's real. We went to the same school. We were best friends throughout school, but I was always in love with her, you know.
Did you pick on her? Make her move away?
No.
Okay.
Well, Cody, Welcome back. How is the what's the story of the day right now? What do you want to dive into? We got a weekend of college football. We got a landscape overview we can look at here with college football.
I had a lot of stuff bookmarked for yesterday, but I figured you guys probably hit it all.
Yeah, no, I don't
Dabo.
We spent a lot of time on Dabo.
Yeah,
as Dabo
I
is
figured you would.
As Dabo is melting down.
Yeah, I didn't really have any takes on that, other than I don't know. I kind of would it be weird to say that Dabo's kind of grown on me?
Dabo's grown on you,
like over the years, because I feel like for most people it's gone the opposite way. Like they're just sick and tired of Dabo.
No, I mean I appreciate Dabo's rants. I don't think it's weird to say that you appreciate those that those have grown on you.
Like I don't know. I didn't think it was a complete meltdown. I just kind of thought it was Dabo being Dabo.
I think it's Dabo trying to convince us all that he's still elite. Like I think it's Dabo trying to cling to the past is what I feel like it is. Now, does he have the right to do that? Should he be doing that? Sure. Dabo is a successful person. That's a very stubborn person that's always done things his way and for the most part been rewarded. So he probably does get really annoyed when people try to question what he does or try to paint him as some type of loser, because he ain't a loser. He's what, one of two coaches right now that have won multiple championships, excluding Bill Belichick, of course. Like it's just Kirby and Dabo, right?
Yeah, that's right.
In terms of guys coaching
with multiples, yeah.
Doing multiple, yeah. I mean, to even win one, like who else would you even add?
Ryan Day,
besides him, yeah.
To even win one, there's not.
Jimbo ain't around no more.
I mean, Mac Brown retired.
Harbaugh's in the league.
Yeah. Urban Meyer's a creep. Nick Saban's a quitter. Oh, NIL's too hard.
Nick Saban retired.
So I mean, like it's just Kirby, right? It's just Kirby, Dabo, to win multiple, and Ryan Day in the national championship club. So like if I'm Dabo, I would want to demand a certain amount of respect. And quite frankly, like I think the loss at Georgia Tech by a field goal, not that bad of a loss. Not that bad of a loss. The loss at home to LSU, I would say, is maybe even worse than the loss on the road at Georgia Tech. Especially when you consider how the team looked.
Yeah, I mean, they've lost two close games to good teams. It feels like one of those years where Dabo will figure it out, because they've started this way a couple times now. And then they get that ACC schedule and get to blow right through.
Well, that's what we spent a lot of time on yesterday, was just the ACC and looking kind of at the college football landscape. And I don't really want to rehash it all the way through, but I am worried about the ACC being a factor this year. You know how I was last year in terms of looking at all the landscape and worrying about a 10-2 Tennessee. I've already begun looking at the landscape and just kind of looking at possible teams in the ACC, the Big 12, Notre Dame, reeling 10 off in a row, the teams in the SEC that'll be a factor. But yeah, the ACC was a big talking point for us yesterday.
What are you worried about?
Well, I just think the ACC has it set up to where they can get 3 teams in the playoff.
3 teams?
I think they got a chance of getting 3. Hell, I think there's a path for even 4.
What?
I know.
I mean, that's not going to happen.
I mean, I don't think they're getting 4 either, but I do think 3 is firmly on the table. I do think
Florida State, Miami, and Clemson.
Florida State, Miami, and Clemson, or hell, even Georgia Tech. When you look at Georgia Tech, if they're able to kind of take care of business against everybody they're supposed to take care of, they'd only be, I think, probably only going to be underdogs at home against Georgia. They'll be underdogs there, but in the ACC, I'm not sure
There's
how many
3
times
other
they will be.
ACC teams with better odds than Clemson to go make the playoff. Clemson was plus 570. Is that what it was yesterday?
Yeah, and I mean, Clemson has it set up themselves where they play that same ACC schedule where they are only going to have to beat Florida State at home to maybe clinch a spot in the ACC championship and kick the door down like they did last year. So I think with Miami and Florida State both winning their non-conference big matchups against Alabama and Notre Dame, that both those teams are set up when you look at, especially if they're able to navigate with only like one loss or even 2 losses, I think both of them would be in good shape.
Well, I mean, what are we at here? Week 4?
Sure, yeah.
I don't say this disrespectfully, but I think you're jumping the gun on your freak out.
I'm not freaking out.
I just think you got to pace yourself.
No freak out. Just doing content. Just looking at the sports. Just looking at the sports landscape.
I just it'll sort out pretty well, I think, in the ACC with Clemson already having 2 losses.
Only one of them matter though when it comes to the conference standings. Though that's what you got to keep in mind. They got in there last year at 9-3, and like that door is open this year again to get in there at 9-3.
Miami and Florida State play in a couple of weeks.
Sure.
I am not yet buying. I would like to state for the record that I am not yet buying Florida State as a playoff contender. I know they beat Alabama, but they're not that far removed from 2-10. It's hard for me to believe that Norvell has turned that around immediately.
Go look at their schedule. There's just not much that's threatening that's out there. Now that they've gotten the win over Alabama, it's like,
well, they're going to lose to Miami.
Sure. But even if they lose to Miami,
win one of those games.
Kent State, Virginia.
Well, you got to look at
Stanford, Wake.
Yeah, but are they going to run through that entire schedule with no loss? I mean,
I don't think they have to run through it. I think they're allowed 2 losses. I mean, I think if they beat Virginia, Pittsburgh, Stanford, Wake Forest, Vatech, NC State, and Florida, they're a playoff team.
I don't think any old ACC team can be 10-2.
I don't think any old ACC team can either, but I think that's Miami and Florida State. I think I give credit to what Florida State did in the transfer portal of going to fix things. Now, do I think they have legitimately turned themselves into a championship contender? No, but they look like last year's SMU at the very least. Last year's Indiana at the very least, without even Indiana didn't even have to beat anybody. At least Florida State has got them a scalp, pun intended, by getting Alabama early. So
I think Florida State and Miami both have brand power behind them too.
Exactly. Maybe
Georgia Tech's the only team that has to go out there and prove it on the field, I feel like.
Maybe that's why Dabo is so feisty, is because his worst nightmare in the conference is Florida State and Miami being good, and they're both good right now, or at least, good through the first 3 weeks. Miami, I believe more in, just Carson Beck. He is kind of running that offense, looking like a professional quarterback out there. He, of course, has a lot of experience and has won a lot of games as a starter. So I view Miami as more of a legitimate team. But with Florida State, you beat Alabama. That's a big feather in the cap. And now as you move forward, I just worry about the rest of those ACC teams. But, yeah, I'm just looking at all this, big picture.
I think the powers that be will cap the ACC at 2 teams.
I don't think they'd look and tell Miami and Florida State both no.
Well, I think Miami's going to be in because I think Miami's going to win the conference. But I think they'll get one other team at max. I'd just say, give it 6 weeks. I mean,
sure.
It'll play out. There's a lot of ball to be played.
We can say that about every single topic we do on here, though. NFL, college, anything. A lot of ball to play out. We can't wait on it. We got to talk about something.
Yeah.
We got 3 hours to fill, brother.
Well, here we are. We're talking about it.
Yeah, we got 3 hours to fill.
I'm just
especially when somebody calls out last minute. Me and Sam are having to scramble and piece together a playoff discussion.
Yeah, last minute, right? Yeah.
Less than an hour warning. I mean, many people would consider that last minute.
An hour warning. Yeah.
Less than an hour warning. Many people would consider that last minute. I mean, it wasn't 7:57, but 7:58. But I mean, we were scrambling.
You were fine.
But also it has kind of mirrored the way I've been looking at the rest of the country. It just really is a reflection of how I felt about Tennessee, Georgia. Cody talked about how devastated he was leaving the stadium.
It hurt me.
I wasn't.
It hurt my heart.
I wasn't devastated leaving. There's been many games I've left actually in a worse mood about. But most of those didn't linger the way this Georgia loss has. This Georgia loss has festered with me, and I've gotten progressively sadder / madder as the week has gone along. I am probably more annoyed by it today on Thursday than I was Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, you're going the wrong direction.
I know. I know. And I think that's part of the spiraling of looking at the rest of the country, because I just think that such an opportunity was wasted for Tennessee.
It definitely was. It definitely was. And it's hard not to, but you can't change the past. That's the thing.
No, you can't.
I think if you simply have one of those corners out there, you win the game.
Well, that's part of what makes it so bad. That's what I
know.
said yesterday, was just like one of the corners, but like also I feel like if just one of like 8 things had gone differently, Tennessee would have won. Like if you just get a stop, if you make a kick, if they don't call that pass interference, if they do call that holding in overtime, if Mike Matthews catches the ball, like if Tennessee maybe calls a different play. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I think just changing one of those.
Well, that's why I said I couldn't blame it all on Max Gilbert. I mean, to me, and I've seen some other people say this online, that the catch, the perfect throw by Stockton, that makes me way more mad than the kick. Because I just, the kick, I mean, kickers miss kicks. They could go.
Kickers don't really miss kicks anymore, though.
Well, they college kickers.
Nah, still. I mean, like I know that like no one's perfect. I'm not saying that no one misses kicks, but when you watch Georgia Tech run out there with no timeouts and 19 seconds and line up, and the guy drills a 55-yarder right down the middle, like and you watch. I mean, I know it's the NFL, but like 60-yard field goals are the new 45-yard field goals. Like 45 might as well be 35 when you look at the distance. Like,
yeah, but what's changed? I mean, like, why is it? I mean, I know everybody says it. Like the NFL, they're drilling kicks at a crazy rate.
Apparently, they've changed the balls, and I think just evolution and kickers getting stronger and just people just training for it. I mean, I think it's all those things, but I think it's spilled over in college. I know I've talked about that kid from Bearden at Kennesaw State, but I watched him go into Indiana and drill a 55-yarder with ease. He had an extra 10 yards, and he was just a guy from Bearden that ended up at Kennesaw State. So, like, I do think Gilbert should have made the kick. It wasn't the distance that affected him. He just choked. He just gagged. The moment was too big. I sympathize. It's nerve-wracking.
They do that. Kickers do that. They've always been head cases since the beginning of time. I just
think kickers are better than they've ever been, like across the board. I think we all agree with that.
Well, maybe Gilbert's not. Who knows?
Well, I think it's clear Gilbert's not.
But when you say there's 8 things, that's why I couldn't. You said you put 40% or however much, 60% of the loss on Gilbert. The play, the pass, the perfect pass on 4th down makes me so much more angry, because it was 4th down. It's 4th and 6, and he just chunked it to the end zone, and it just happened to be perfect. And like, had that ball been 2 feet to the right, or had the defender been 1 foot closer, like it's a game of inches. That's what they say, and all the inches were against us.
Well, that's why I have gotten progressively more depressed and angry about the game as I have gotten away from it.
You started with acceptance, and now you're at anger. That's like the backwards weight of the grief chart or whatever.
Yeah, because I came out of it thinking, hey, we went toe-to-toe with the premier program in the SEC over the last 6 years, 5 years, however long. Like, definitely post Saban. Like, you look at Georgia kind of as the standard in the SEC. You went toe-to-toe with them. You didn't get blown out. Moral victory, yada, yada, yada. We feel good about the rest of the season. But I just know that a team is going to have low moments. You know what I mean? Like, Tennessee is going to be in a dogfight in one of these games they're not supposed to be. Like, either whether it's at Mississippi State, whether it's home against Arkansas, whether it's at Kentucky, whether it's Florida, Vandy. Like, at some point, Tennessee is going to be tested, and you're going to be like, oh, my God, are we really about to lose this game? Oh, my God, are they going to make some plays? That's most assuredly going to happen.
It is.
If Tennessee had just won this game, you wouldn't have to have the same level of freakout. So,
well, the scary thing is the lack of room for error now. That's the scary thing, is you don't really have that room for error. You should have one more loss available. But like you're saying, if it's a bad loss, who knows?
I just want to be on record. I don't subscribe to the idea that you automatically get one loss. I just want to be on record that in 12-team playoffs, I think last year was a little bit of an aberration where it all just worked itself out all neat and cuddly. Like, I think that we were very close to Tennessee getting left out at 10-2. If Ole Miss didn't gag and Alabama didn't get their ass beat. Now, I know those things happen, and that proves the point that, hey, it all works itself out. But sometimes it might not.
Sometimes it might not.
Sometimes it might not.
I take my chances at 10-2. I'd rather be 11-1.
I'm just saying 10-2 is not a guarantee, and it goes back to what I've been saying for a couple months about the schedule. There's a chance that, like, the rest of the schedule does not hold up their end of the bargain. Like, there's a chance that, like last year where you're looking around and, you don't really have any great wins. I just think there's a chance that still plays out. I know Oklahoma's high right now after beating Michigan. I don't know if Michigan's worth a damn. I'd lean towards them not being worth a damn. I lean towards Oklahoma still being like an 8-win team kind of at best. Now, we'll see. Now, maybe not. Maybe Oklahoma is going to live up to the hype right now. Maybe they will beat Auburn down and then go beat Texas, and then they're off and running. And then that is a big marquee matchup when they come to town.
They're about to pump Auburn full of Sooner juice.
They should. I mean, they should beat them at home. But, like, I think there's a really good chance by the time we get to Florida, they're 5-5, like I've said. There's a chance that Alabama gets their ass beat by Georgia and that they're an 8-4 or 7. I don't see them going 7-5, but like them being 8-4, which means you better damn beat them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If that's the case, then you just better beat all those teams.
That's why I've gotten just more depressed about it, just because you lost your margin for error. And like I said, you see a couple of just beautiful play calls, and I've seen just a couple of beautiful quotes, the team bonding together, and Star Thomas talking about how smooth Joey Aguilar is as a leader and how great he is and how he was a calming presence in the huddle. I'm like, those are great quotes that I wish we were celebrating after a win. Freaky Josh writes in over on the Fan Run TV page. Well, let's keep talking about the game. That'll help. Well, sometimes that's what you got to do in therapy, Josh. Sometimes you got to go and talk about trauma. Ever heard of it? When you go talk to a therapist, a lot of times they ask you about the past. Every now and then they'll ask you about the future or the present, but a lot of times it's like, tell me about why you feel this way. What do you think is happening? What do you think happened in your past that made you feel this way? And you try to start dealing with some of that trauma. That's what I'm doing here, Josh. It will help. At least me. Maybe. And maybe it has to get worse as we start peeling back those scars and start digging at them before it gets better. The hope is that after today, or maybe after tomorrow, hell, it might not be until after UAB or Mississippi State, that I'll eventually start feeling better about it. Okay, Josh? That's how therapy works.
That would be a unique approach for a therapist. Like, hey, I know you're really sad about the past and all that bad stuff that happened to you, but what are your plans for next week? Have you thought about how good next week could be?
Well, I do think there'd be some merit to that. I do think that would be actually effective for some people. Now, I don't think you should be diminishing the past, but it's like, hey, you got a lot to look forward to.
Forget about it.
You got a lot to look forward to. You got a vacation coming up, a new job. Hey, think about the future. Maybe you're going to find somebody else to love. All those things. It wouldn't be the worst idea.
So your uncle was a bit of a creep. He's dead now. Think about tomorrow. I could be a therapist.
What are you going to do?
Here's some Prozac.
Maybe UAB fixes this.
I doubt it.
How you feeling about UAB, Sam? Is that a 40-point beat down there?
Easily.
Yeah.
40.
I mean, that's what the spread is.
40?
That's what the spread is.
That ain't enough.
I think it'll be 50 plus.
There you go.
I mean, listen, Josh Heupel loves beating up on the little guy. UAB, I saw some stat of their defense with, color coded, a lot of red in there. Not a lot of positive things to take away from that defense. Their quarterback's just a really bad human being that I hope our defensive line knows his backstory about and wants to bury him in the dirt. And I hope we allow at most 7 points and we put up 60 plus.
It is one of those things that I do feel like, Harry Osborne, just seeing that mask stare at me, the Green Goblin mask. That's how the Tennessee UAB minus 10.5 first quarter is. It's just staring at me. Wait, Harry was the son. Norm.
Come on, Norm.
Yeah, Norm staring at me.
Just put the mask on, Norman.
I feel like Norman, the mask, is looking. Come on, put it on. Minus 10.5. You boys will start fast. The team's not heartbroken after the Georgia loss. It'll be fine.
Are you having second thoughts about that bet? I would be hammering that. There's nothing from last week that made me think we're not going to go out and beat down UAB in the first quarter.
We should. But I do think these kids are human, and that's my, that's a part of my point is about the ebbs and flows. Like, on paper, should Tennessee still go out and have a really successful season? Yeah. But I do worry about just the psyche of losing a game like that. Maybe not to derail Tennessee's season, but you could tell me that Tennessee comes out a little flat in the first quarter because they're licking their wounds from Georgia. You could tell me that. Now, ultimately, Sam, you're probably right. I'll bet the 10.5 because Josh Heupel always kind of takes care of business in those games, it feels like. But I don't know how this team's going to respond to a heartbreaking loss.
I think I like the full game bet a little better.
Yeah. Yeah, typically I want a little bit more of a sample size, typically.
Because I do think, we're going to probably score 60. That's probably going to happen. So you got to ask yourself, if the spread's 40, are we going to give up 3 scores to UAB? I don't know that, but feel pretty confident about the offense putting up 60.
Buck says the scary thing is you guys letting this live rent-free in your heads. Let's move on and see where it shakes out. I'm tired of hearing 10-2. We could be 7-5. Well, what the hell am I supposed to talk about? Cody won't let me talk about the season as a whole in college football. Josh don't want me to talk about the game that just happened. Am I supposed to talk about UAB? Because we got to see how it shakes out. What the hell am I supposed to talk about?
Let's talk more about that Indian curry I had.
Yeah, I can't talk about the season overall. I can't talk about last week. What the hell am I supposed to do here?
You can talk about whatever you want to, bub.
Well, I know I can, but someone wants to complain about everything. Everything I say, just criticize. Buck, you send me the show topic. You tell me what you want me to talk about.
Why don't you get on here and run this program, Buck?
Josh, you feel free to send me the topic. You want just a UAB breakdown? What do you want? Do you want me to talk about Joey Aguilar more? You give me what you want to hear. Go ahead, Buck. Go ahead, Josh. Put it in the comments on the chat. Freak of the week on the line right now, whoever comes up with the better topic. Anybody else in the chat? Jared, Chad, Tanner, Todd, anybody else, feel free to put a topic out. You tell me. Anything but the last game. That doesn't do me any damn favors, Josh. That doesn't do anything. Anything but the last game. Well, I was trying to talk about the season. That ain't good enough either. So can't look forward, can't look backwards. You guys tell me what the hell I can talk about. Go ahead. Freak of the week on the line. Whoever comes up with the best topic during this commercial break. Cody, you feel free to come up with something you want to talk about besides that damn Indian food. Send us to break. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
With over 60 years of experience in the industry, Merritt Garage Doors has a wealth of expertise in commercial overhead doors in the East Tennessee area. Merritt offers a wide range of door styles like sectionals, rolling steel, high speed, and sheet doors. They also supply and install a wide range of dock equipment. If your business is in need of overhead doors, no matter the type, look no further than Merritt Garage Door, Knoxville's best and most trusted overhead door company. Contact them anytime for a free estimate at 865-933-5319 or online at merrittgaragedoor.com.
Are you tired of spending hours on laundry and ironing? Let Crown Cleaners handle your dry cleaning so you can handle your business. Our expert team can take care of your clothes, removing stains and wrinkles like they were never there. Whether it's your best suit or everyday attire, we handle it all at Crown Cleaners. Say goodbye to laundry stress and hello to extra free time. Crown Cleaners, Big Orange Country's imperial dry cleaning service since the 1960s. Online at crowncleaners.com.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
No love song and it ain't.
Back in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Drink the light, refreshing White Claw Hard Seltzer. Drink it responsibly. BJM Golf 1982 says, someone's a little whiny this morning. Grab that man a Snickers. I assume he's talking about me, but yeah, I am a little whiny this morning.
With the
BJM Golf 1982. I am whiny. That was the whole point. I am in a bad mood about the Georgia game. I am whiny about it. I am freaking out about 10-2 Notre Dame, getting the rub. Getting the rub from the media. Well, they beat USC, and wow, they've won 10 games in a row. Marcus Freeman has fixed the team like he did last year. Keep in mind, they lost their first game last year and went on a winning streak, and they almost won a national championship. Put Notre Dame in, and then having to worry about the NBC executives, and having to worry about the fan base, and having to worry about all that. Yeah, it's called having a little foresight. I'm a little worried about it, okay?
No need to blow your load in week 4.
Notre Dame's going to go 10-2. Have you looked at the schedule?
No,
and if they don't, they're going to lose to USC, which
Hold on.
That puts USC in the conversation.
I want to say something. I want to continue to make the case for us at 10-2. If it comes down to a decision between us and one of these other teams,
Buck says we can't talk about this. We're going 7-5.
I know, but the buck stops here. If we go 10-2 and it comes down to a decision between us and one of these other teams, my hope is that the media will be consistent with the way that they're talking about us this week with that loss to Georgia, almost looking like a win. Hey, Tennessee was just a couple of plays away. Tennessee should have won. If you look at our 2 losses last year, because I get what you're saying about last year, neither of those looked good, though, in terms of the just looking at the loss. The Arkansas loss was a disastrous loss to an unranked team. The Georgia loss, we really weren't, I know, I'm not saying we shouldn't have been on the field with them because we were up on them. We played a good first half, but the way it looked at the end of the game, we got handled by Georgia, right? As long as the other loss that we have, let's say we collect another one somewhere, as long as it's not some awful, egregious loss, I feel like we're going to look better this year at 10-2 than we did last year. My hope is if it comes down to us and whoever, a Florida State who's 10-2.
No, those damn Seminoles.
Let's say it comes down to them. And,
how
and
the
one of
hell has Mike Norvell done it? How is a 10-2 Florida State? Well, a 10-2 Florida State that beat Alabama. By the way, Tennessee, you lost to Alabama, so there you go. Boom. Now Florida State gets in.
Yeah, but also Florida State lost to Syracuse. Florida State lost to Wake Forest.
Look at this redemption arc by Mike Norvell. This is what college football is all about. Oh, what a great story. Oh, they got robbed of their opportunity when they went undefeated with Jordan Travis.
They lost to NC State.
Oh,
now
God,
if they go 11-1, maybe that's a different conversation.
Oh, God, put them in.
I'm just saying, for the sake of if enough things sort out, and our 2 losses aren't bad losses.
Look, the freak out is mostly a bit, but I do just legitimately worry about the state of college football. This, to me, is connected to just this damn conference expansion. Because when you look at some of these conferences, these teams are playing so many watered-down schedules because there's 18 damn teams in the ACC. There's 16 damn teams in the SEC. I don't think the current setup of college football is actually very conducive to telling us who the 12 best teams are at all times, because I look at somebody like Missouri's schedule. I look at somebody like Georgia Tech's schedule. I look at somebody like, Clemson's schedule, or, all these conference teams aren't necessarily having to play each other. So, that worried me last year about Ole Miss and Missouri. It worries me this year about Ole Miss and Missouri.
Who do you think is going to be a better team, Oklahoma or Georgia Tech? Because it might not show up record-wise, because Oklahoma's got to play 9 ranked opponents.
Well, I don't know anything about Oklahoma.
Right, but I'm saying if Oklahoma ends up 8-4 and Georgia Tech ends up 10-2, who's to say, on a neutral field, Oklahoma's not the better team there?
Yeah, I don't know if they are or not. That's not how they did it last year, though, when they were talking about all this stuff. They didn't give the 6-6 Oklahoma a rub over the
Well, that Oklahoma team wasn't any good.
Well, sure, but I'm just saying any of those teams, they didn't give any of those teams the rub over the Big Ten teams that we know would beat them. They didn't really do that.
Right, but there was a lot of chatter in the offseason, a lot of maybe they changed their tune a little bit.
Landon writes in, if Shane Beamer gets canned, do we bring Beamer ball to special teams at Tennessee? Beamer ain't getting canned, and if Beamer gets canned, he's getting hired at Virginia Tech. I don't think Beamer's going to come be our special teams coordinator. Now, if you're asking if I would want Shane Beamer around the program as a special teams coach, no, not really. But I don't think Shane Beamer would have to go down to that level. I think he's proven enough, and he's got the nepotism rub that he's getting another opportunity somewhere.
You know a name I heard floated for Virginia Tech yesterday?
Michael Vick.
Nope.
Shane Beamer.
I've heard that one too, yeah, but no.
Shane Beamer. Alex Golis.
Nope.
Josh Heupel.
A guy who has improved upon his record each year at the school he's been at for the last 4 years.
George Quarles.
One Butch Jones.
They could probably do a lot worse than him. I don't know if he would ever be able to, when I say recapture his magic, I just mean actually selling a program and at least having some recruiting luck and getting them to 8-4. But that seems like an okay floor for Virginia Tech.
The guy was saying that the Virginia Tech attire, his coaching shirt, would match his face.
It would
too.
match.
It would look like one element there.
I gotta say, it seems like Butch has done an okay job at Arkansas State. If you said he's improved every year,
well, he went from 2 wins to 3 wins to 6 wins to 8 wins.
The year 3, year 4 jump. I think it is, notable. I think that's pretty good, especially when you looked at them. Was it last year they just got absolutely dominated by Oklahoma, or was that 2 years ago? 2 years ago, maybe, when Oklahoma hung 70 on them, and you're like, oh, May's gonna get fired now. But it seems like they've rallied. So
yeah, hey. They can't compete at a FBS level, obviously, or a power 4 level. Arkansas beat the hell out of them 59-14, I think. But they'll be okay in the Sun Belt.
I would like to see him get a chance at Virginia Tech if that was the case. Z-Flex says Brazel for Biletnikoff, Joey for Heisman chances. Look, I think that gets chalked under the unknown. But if Chris Brazel can put up the numbers he put up against Georgia, there's definitely the chance that he can go out and have a Jalen Hyatt type of season, no?
I don't know if he can do what Hyatt did, consistently. Maybe, but Hyatt was a special character. He had the one game that was Hyatt-like.
But, is it...
Are you saying in terms of he can match the yards and touchdowns that Hyatt had?
The touchdowns at 15, that might be somewhat tough, but Jalen Hyatt only had 1,200 yards, 1,267 yards.
Yeah. That's a pretty damn good year.
No, it's good. It's obviously a good year. He won the Biletnikoff doing it, but I'm just saying, was Brazel not on pace for that? If you And it does seem like Joey Aguilar is going to be willing to say, bleep it, Chris is down there somewhere, I'm throwing it. Like, it does seem like he is going to be willing to throw those deep balls.
Did you see the number yesterday on the amount of deep balls that Joey is
he's already hit
connecting on compared to Milton and Nico?
I saw that on like Saturday or Sunday. I mean, obviously it is it's been crazy, but like 364 yards through 3 games, 5 touchdowns. I mean, he's a third of the way there in touchdowns, right?
Yeah, it may be possible. It probably is. Just got to keep getting him the ball.
And you got to take it.
How many yards did he have through 3 games? Brazel?
364 and 5 touchdowns.
Jalen Hyatt had 267 and 3 touchdowns.
Well, there you go.
He had 367 and
267
and 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Hyatt didn't really come on until that LSU game.
Yeah, and then of course Alabama, he had that moment, and that was a huge game. But like, you know, I think Brazel had a moment against Georgia in that game. It wasn't 5 touchdowns, but 177 and 3, especially with the buzz that he's getting already. Like Joey Heisman, he's there in terms of the odds. He's there.
Need a couple of moments.
Should have had one on Saturday. Wait, no, I can't talk about that against Georgia. But like, he's going to have to like go out and beat Alabama. But like, the Heisman race feels kind of like the college football championship race. There ain't like any real juggernaut just yet. So like, I'd say anybody's alive. Like that's quarterbacking a top team, and Joey's going to have some stats to go with it. So yeah, no, I mean, I buy both. I buy both Brazel and Joey's chances at winning those awards.
Be cool to get us a Heisman winner.
You know, if you do want to win those type of awards, though, games like this upcoming Saturday against UAB, you come out there and you throw for 4 touchdowns, you catch 2 and another 150 yards. That's how you start padding those stats.
Mm-hmm.
Hour 1 in the books. We'll kick off hour 2 with some headlines. Appreciate the people sending topics, since what I say is stupid and they have better ideas of what we should talk about. Keep them coming over on YouTube. Shout out to the freaks on Fan Run TV. Hour 2 headlines coming at you. Stick with us.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Dick's House of Sport at West Town Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Track's batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at knoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
All right, so you're Bev, okay? You're listening to Talk Sports. Are you driving? Yeah, I'm driving right now. No, you're at the Waffle House. Oh, no, I'm at the Waffle House. Crying emoji face.
Airing every day from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
What's so funny, Beverly?
What does this have great waffles?
You know who else has great waffles, Beverly?
Okay. Airing every day from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
You know, Beverly, I remember 2 Sundays ago after the LSU game. When we woke up and you made me waffles. Your scrambled eggs are the best. Those biscuits you make, fluffy.
And this feels creepy.
On 1340 WKGN.
1232. John Curry to Bev. You up? Eyeball emoji. Purple pickle.
There we go. There we go. The old eggplant.
Hour number 2 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. I found my niche, Sam. My content niche.
What's that?
I found somewhere where I belong. These SEC football tiers that I make. Facebook eats them up. They love it. I've got me an audience now. I posted one yesterday from week 4, and it's been shared all over. People in the comments, like 600 comments, people arguing back and forth. I found my niche.
Sometimes I just get bored and go on that website and just do tiers of rank, because they do ones that like they make them for you.
Yeah.
I like ranking things. That's what I've come to know.
Ranking things are fun. People are rolled up. The season is.
Can you explain to me why? I mean, I guess I know that the logic was like, hey, that's such a bad loss for South Carolina that they're a basketball school, but
yeah, that's really it, Sam. Is that they suck at everything besides women's basketball.
Okay.
That's really it. You get blown out by Vandy. Yeah, what am I supposed to do? You want me to keep them in the top half? Are they supposed to be in the category? Because they're not really an
no, I guess I just
team.
For some reason, I guess since there was multiple other basketball schools in there, my mind went to men's basketball.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, see, that's it. That's the joke, is people are like, South Carolina basketball school, and then somebody in the comments will be like, women's. Like, oh, ha, that's a good one. That's the idea. I've subverted your expectations. That's comedy. That's comedy. Go like us on social media. Whichever social media you're on, we're there. Fox Sports Knoxville, Fan Run Sports. Go interact with the content. Get us in the algorithm. Thanks. Hour 2 headlines. What you got, Big Mac?
Thanks, John. Well, the Jimmy Kimmel Show has been canceled or suspended indefinitely.
Seems like it's a wrap for Jimmy.
It feels like maybe. Feels like it. That's a big one. That's a big one. ABC pulling the plug with an indefinite suspension of the Kimmel Show over Jimmy Kimmel's comments about Charlie Kirk's killing. ABC has pulled Jimmy off the air.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I don't know. An ABC spokesperson told NPR Wednesday that the Kimmel Show, I don't want to donate to help you raise $1 million, will be preempted indefinitely. During the monologue on Monday, Kimmel took a few jabs at President Trump, as he has done many times, made fun of Trump's seemingly indifferent response to a reporter's question about Kirk's killing. But people were not happy. People were not happy about it. The sudden move followed threats from the chairman of the FCC to the stations that carry the show and backlash over comments made by Kimmel. I mean, I'm not a big Kimmel guy anymore. I mean, if I watch a late night show, it'd probably be that one. Like if I got to choose between Kimmel, Fallon, and the Colbert fellow, I typically chose Kimmel. But I mean, it's not like I'm a fan of any of them, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should he have been canceled over his comments?
I feel like I don't know the full context of what he said. The quote I saw didn't seem that bad. Even the report I saw that I read said that ABC and Disney execs didn't feel that what he said was, merited him being fired, but basically they're scared of what the Trump administration will do, the retaliation they'll have if they don't act.
After the whole Colbert thing.
Yeah, if they don't act.
Well, they acted.
You know how I feel about cancel culture and all this stuff, So, I mean, I'm typically not on the side of trying to affect our media, but what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Did you guys talk about Steve Spurrier's comments yesterday?
No. I'm not giving that man the attention he desperately craves.
He just said he felt sorry for the Tennessee guys.
Well, so did I. I felt sorry for him, too.
He said we played our hearts out. What about the ratings? Did you guys talk about that?
Mm-mm.
Well, did you know that the ratings were astronomical for the Tennessee-Georgia game? ABC is off to its best 3-week start ever. So, Kimmel, not good for ABC, but college football, very good. Very good. The Georgia-Tennessee game peaked at 15.9 million viewers. It was ABC's best 3:30 regular season viewership since 2006.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Do you think that was because of us, because of Georgia, because of both? I mean, it was a good game.
Yeah, probably a combination of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And College Game Day continues its stellar start to the 25 season.
We could have had a moment. We could have had a moment winning that game. Another one. They'd be like, wow, Rocky Top does it again. Neyland Stadium, a place where dreams go to die.
How about this? College Game Day, the second most watched episode ever.
Ever?
Week 3 in Knoxville, yep.
People really didn't like Lee Corso, huh?
Oh, come on.
People were really sick of that old man, huh?
Whoa.
I mean, that's what the ratings say.
That's uncalled for.
That's what the ratings are telling me.
I just gave you the news about Jimmy Kimmel getting canceled, and now you're going to try to do it?
The ratings tell me that people are excited to not have Lee Corso on there when you tell me they're the second highest they've ever been. And you're getting ready to tell me the start of the season, I think, is one of the best they've ever had. So I'm just saying. It feels like there's a correlation there.
Correlation doesn't always equal causation.
Sometimes it does.
The NCAA has eliminated the spring transfer window for football. Big move yesterday.
We'll see how that pans out. I do think it'll be kind of a real headache during the playoff time. Although, do you think that the transfer portal thing will slow down a bit now? Or do you think it'll just speed up and continue to be such a thing? Maybe Nico's just a martyr for that. Like, maybe Nico is the ultimate, cautionary tale. Do you think people around the country, athletes around the country, look at what happened to Nico Iamaleava and say, "Ha, that was a really terrible decision he made."
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to see it. It'd be hard not to see it. I mean, what a just drastic decision.
Now, I think for Nico, you got to point out, hey, there's John Mateer who leaves Washington State, but I think we could all agree that going from a non-power conference to a power team, especially like a good one, a good program, that should still happen. I think we all still want that to happen. But like some of these guys leaving good programs,
it's
just
crazy.
chasing money. Like, I don't know.
It's just crazy how badly it's gone. Like,
it's worst case scenario.
You go from a college football playoff team and complaining about the talent around you to a team that's 0-3 and just got blown out by New Mexico and your coach is gone.
The only way it could be worse is if he has gotten hurt or if Tennessee would have beaten Georgia. Like, those would have been like the absolute like worst case scenarios for him. But it's gone about 9 out of 10 on the bad scale. Now, look, of course, I mean, like with the Zach Branch probably, regret leaving USC to come to Georgia. No, I'd say he doesn't. Although that USC offense apparently. You watched any of USC, Sam or Bubba? You guys watched them at all yet?
They look good.
I know like the metrics and the stats say that their offense is like off the charts. Like their offense is the best in the country. Like it's humming as good as Lincoln Riley's ever had it humming, but I just haven't actually watched them. So I was curious if you guys had seen the old eye test.
They haven't played much of anything either, so it's hard to.
Yeah. But if I'm Branch, like am I happy I left USC to go to Georgia? Probably not, but maybe.
See how that.
I think USC gets a test this weekend against Michigan State. I know that sounds kind of goofy that Michigan State, but both teams are 3-0. Michigan State's Aiden Childs is so far he's only 6-1 touchdown interception ratio. Last year he was 12-13, so maybe he's improved a little bit and kind of USC's first little test. So
yeah, like I mean, whether or not Michigan State's like actually any damn good, it's definitely a step up in competition. Like if they go out there and the offense still clicks the way it's been clicking, you have to start officially taking them seriously.
I'm sure it'll be a test. Tom Izzo's a great coach. South Carolina's Lenora Sellers is questionable to face Mizzou.
Okay, well that's better than being out. I think people thought he was going to be out for the game, so
Mizzou's going to hammer them.
From a Tennessee perspective, do we want him to play? Do we not?
I personally prefer he plays and they beat Missouri. It would be like if I could pick.
I think Mizzou's going to run all over them. I think the Mizzou-Oklahoma parlay this weekend, that's going to be juicy for me. I think Oklahoma's going to hammer Auburn. Who knows Jackson Arnold better than Brent Venables?
Who knows Brent Venables' defense better than Jackson Arnold?
Yeah, good luck.
The like, are you doing like a money line parlay or
Oklahoma?
What is that going to pay? Like
and Mizzou,
basically like plus
winners
110. What would that pay?
I would hope it'd be better than 110.
Well, Missouri. I mean, maybe it's gone down. I guess since Sellers is questionable, but like when I saw Missouri was 14-point favorites.
Oh, well, maybe not worth it then.
And Oklahoma's like 6.5-point favorites.
I would have thought it would have been a closer line.
And it might be with Sellers if he actually plays.
Well, maybe it's not worth it then to parlay it. I don't know.
At this point,
I'm just giving you two results that are going to happen.
You hear that, folks? The 14-point favorites, they are going to win. You heard it here first on Talk Sports. Missouri, favored by 14, will beat South Carolina.
Well, I'm telling you, even if Sellers plays,
so it's minus 120. It's not even plus money.
Yeah.
If you parlay those two results, oh well.
I mean, Oklahoma's a touchdown favorite, and Missouri's a 14-point favorite. Yeah,
okay, well, I'm just coming on here and telling you if you want to make some money, those two games are going to be ass whoopings.
Money.
Those two games are going to be ass whoopings. That's what I'm telling you.
Now, again, if Missouri has to play Sellers. The line has gone from 14.5 to 9.5, but
well, my bad. I didn't realize it was such a big line. My bad.
You just put Tennessee minus 38.5 in there, and you get plus 240.
Well, that'll happen too. So there you go. Make the money however you choose to. I'm just trying to help people. Colorado turning back to Caden Salter as this quarterback QB1.
Feels like Deion's just making things up. Feels like Deion Is it aggressive to say that he has undone all of his goodwill with the way he's handled the start of this season?
I don't think so, because he's still got Colorado in a better place than they've been in 2 decades.
Well, what I mean by the goodwill, let me just clarify. Let me see if that changes your answer. I don't mean that Colorado's going to fire him, but I just mean like Dion has wrecked his standing as a coach that other teams should want to hire. The fact he's gone through 3 quarterbacks and back to the starter in 3 weeks, 4 weeks? That's not a serious coach there.
I never thought he was a serious coach.
But people did.
I think he's one of the worst, in-game clock management, just overall football coach. I don't think he's that good. He can bring in a lot of fun, former really good players to go coach him up and maybe get him to the league, but he ain't going to go out there and win you a game in crunch time.
Well, I don't necessarily disagree, but I think he could have gotten a better job possibly after last year. It seemed like he was focused on just the Cowboys job and chasing that dream versus a college job. But I don't see any serious college that would be an upgrade over Colorado wanting to poach him with how this season's gone. The way he's handled Salter in that quarterback room is just kind of laughable. It just shows that he's kind of in over his head. The Travis Hunter Merchant. Go ahead, sorry.
Have you seen these comments? I think they're old comments, but they've resurfaced recently from Peyton Manning about halftime adjustments.
Were they old, or did he say it on the Manning cast last week or this week or something? But he basically said halftime adjustments are a joke.
It was the Manning cast of a Cowboys-Bucks game.
Oh, okay.
So that wasn't this year. It was at least last year or some other time. I don't know. It looks like Tom Brady's the quarterback, so I think they're pretty old comments. But they're resurfacing as a topic on Titans Twitter. Peyton Manning says, "I don't think I ever made a halftime adjustment in my entire 18-year career. It's the biggest myth in football, the halftime adjustment. You eat a couple of oranges and use the bathroom."
Yeah, I mean that feels. I mean, if Peyton Manning says it, obviously he is speaking from experience. In the NFL, especially, I don't know if you can extrapolate that out to college, because in the NFL you really only have 12 minutes. Is how long the halftime is.
Yeah.
Not a lot of time to make adjustments there. I'd say, by the time the guys get some fuel and use the bathroom, I'd say it's about time to go back out there and start stretching. So that makes sense.
Eat a couple of oranges, take a good pee, and then we're right back on the field.
College football, the overtime's over 20 minutes, so I would say some coaches are actually trying to change some things there. Now, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe there's, just more bathroom using and more stretching and whatever, but
coaches are definitely doing stuff. I mean, they're definitely drawing stuff up on the whiteboard.
Yeah, I'd say the coaches are trying to get together, but I just don't say they're really implementing it to the team. Other than maybe hey, you're going to be in this spot now and you're going to be over here. Hey, you're playing the second half. Hey, you're not. You can't put a whole game plan in 10 minutes though.
No, but I mean, I remember even at the high school level, our coach is making halftime adjustments, blocking things different, or if you got a guy who's giving you a problem in the first half or something, here's what we're going to do. I'd say there's some tweaks on things, but as some people pointed out in the comments, the really good coaches are adjusting throughout the entire game. You're changing things up drive to drive. So I don't know. Maybe it is overrated though. We've always given Kirby Smart credit for being very good at it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think college you have more time, and like you said, the coaches can go out there and do stuff.
You think there's some more coffee left in that cup, Cody?
A little bit. I like to get every bit of this. I pay $6 for this damn nitro. I'm going to get every bit of it.
Sam. A week, Sam, of him bringing his own. A week
of what?
Of when you were bringing your own.
I wasn't bringing my own, was I?
Yeah, you did last week. You had the.
Oh yeah, the bottle. I don't like that. I don't like it like that. I like it fresh from the tap. It's like drinking a draft beer compared to drinking a canned beer. It's just not as good, The can, I mean.
Any other headlines?
Yeah, but not for this hour.
Okay, well, Sam, send us to break.
Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation, Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the volunteer state. Smoked daily by pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134. For directions and to look at the rest of the menu, visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Citizens National Bank.
Kick off this football season with a CNB Plus Perks checking account. Move downfield with free online and mobile banking. And cross the goal line with extended evening hours and Saturday banking. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, and I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. Faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at boknowshouses.com.
East 10 Vol writes in to Cody set up the tailgate. Okay, yeah, Cody did good. Cody
We're well
did good
past
with the
that.
tailgate. We're well past that. Now we're like 3 months away from having to have the conversation again when you look at Cody's fantasy team, but we are like 3 months away from having this, having to figure something else out. But for now, we're okay. For now, we're good.
Some were saying that you fleeced me on the trade.
People are saying I fleeced you on the trade?
People are saying that you fleeced me.
Who?
That you took advantage of me.
Who?
That my team being 0-2 made me too giddy to make changes, and that you took advantage of my poor mental state.
People that you trust?
Sam, can I trust you?
Yeah.
Sam's
Yes.
just trying to get in your head by telling you got
Sam said it. Some of the afternoon guys were saying it. A lot of people.
Some of the afternoon guys, like Bear don't know nothing about fantasy.
That's true.
No offense to Bear if he's listening. He don't know nothing about fantasy.
Brett said something.
Brett said it too. So that's at least three. It's at least
He
three
said he would have
people.
vetoed the trade.
Yeah.
I think
and you know,
Boss
the more
Man
I
said something about it.
I think the boss is just trolling Cody.
The more I look at it, I'm kind of like, well, maybe Jefferson ain't that much better than Marvin Harrison. I mean, they're comparable, but Jefferson's regarded much higher. But then I'm like, well, Kyler Murray really shouldn't have even factored into part of the trade, like because you could pick up Kyler Murray on the damn waiver wire.
No,
So,
Kyler's better than a waiver wire player.
So really, I gave you Josh Allen and Marvin Harrison for Justin Jefferson.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't trade A.J. Brown to him.
Yeah, so maybe I did get fleeced because Josh Allen's significantly better than Kyler. But like Kyler Murray shouldn't even really factor in on the trade. But you know what? We made it. And on paper, I have like 3 top 12-ish picks.
There you go. That's it.
So we'll see how it pans out. I mean, I was 0-2 before, so like, hey, yeah.
Bubba, do you think that trade's unfair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On my end?
Yeah.
Are you mad about it?
No, I'm not mad about it.
Do you feel like I wasn't trying to take advantage of you at all? I thought we came up with something fair.
I thought it was good, but maybe I'm an idiot.
That's the way the game works.
What I'm starting to consider is maybe I'm just an idiot.
What did George Dangy think about it?
Who?
George Dangy. What did he think about it?
I don't know who that is.
What Jordan DeJani think about it?
I don't know if he knew about it.
He knows ball. Text and ask him.
Jordan, did you think I got fleeced on the trade? He'll be listening.
I don't want to be somebody that fleeces somebody. I like to be a fair trade. In another one of my high dollar leagues, I made a trade yesterday, just like me and you did. Just, hey, I looked at his roster, or her roster, actually. She looked at mine. I said,
woman?
Hey, yeah. I said, how do you
playing
feel?
Fantasy ball?
I need a running back, or I need a wide receiver. You need a running back. I said, hey, what do you think about Jahmyr Gibbs for CeeDee Lamb?
Is this like a 4-person couples?
You allow women in your league?
No, it's just a woman. It's not my girlfriend or nothing, Bubba. It's just a woman. I play fantasy football with a woman every year.
Does your girlfriend know?
We've never once allowed.
Do you think we're playing strip fantasy football? Like if I win, I send nudes, and if she loses, I send nudes. Like what do you think we're doing, Bubba? Does my girlfriend know? Yeah, she knows. I'm allowed to talk to other women. I'm allowed to have friends that are girls.
We did have one woman in our league back in the day, and she won it one year. So
we're not sexting. This woman's married with kids. She's a friend. I'm not sexting her over her trades.
Hey, look at my hairy crescent roll.
Hey, I'll give you Jahmyr Gibbs for CeeDee Lamb if you throw in some lewd photos I can hang up in my locker. No, I'm not doing that.
Perv.
The hell are you talking about, Bubba? Does my girlfriend know? Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
I didn't mention anything about any explicitives after that. You came up to that all on your own.
Well, what was the implication there when you asked if my girlfriend knows?
Just if your girlfriend knew that you were playing fantasy football with other individuals.
He's fantasizing with other women.
She knows I play with guys too. She knows I play fantasy football, if that's the question. Yeah,
just
she's
like
aware.
Charlie Sheen.
She's aware. But we just said, hey, Jahmyr Gibbs, CeeDee Lamb, let's just make it happen. I got a wide receiver now. She's got a running back. I had an embarrassment of riches at running back. Now I got me a wide receiver. Bada boom, bada bing. That's how I like to do business. I sent another trade offer. The guy said, hey, I'm going to decline. I don't want to give up Derrick Henry because I love Derrick Henry. But the trade offer was fair. And I said, hey, as long as you didn't feel disrespected, because I don't want to be that guy. That's a terrible guy.
Well, I thought, when the trade came across my desk,
you thought you were fleecing me.
Yeah, I thought, oh yeah, I'll take this. I like it. But now, I second guess everything. That's my problem. Is I never just make a decision and believe in it. Really,
with how quickly you answered, it made me a little nervous because it's like, wait, am I getting fleeced? Am I the idiot here?
Then I thought maybe I jumped too quick. Maybe I shouldn't have jumped in so quick. But
did you mean to trade it back to you?
No.
Good, because I would never do that. I would never trade Josh Allen for Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison Jr. and Justin Jefferson are basically the same receiver when you actually look at it. Justin Jefferson's just got a cool chain.
Not at their best, if Jefferson can reach his potential, he's a top 5 kind of guy, but
he's got Carson Wentz throwing him the football.
Yeah. But last year, he had Sam Darnold throwing him the football. So maybe they'll figure it out.
Well, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to take advantage of you. you let that narrative start getting around about me, nobody will make a trade. I had a trade worked out with Tim last week, and Vols Tim 85 agreed and then backed out.
Well, that's another reason. I think I was eager to do business with you because I know you like doing business, and people don't like doing. People won't do business, and like that. That's annoying. Is when somebody they tease the idea of doing business and then they won't.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the business, and we did the business, and here we are. Like Sam, he was teasing doing business. Same
Sam
as
don't want to do
Vols
business.
Tim 85.
Sam's
team just sucks. My team is good. 2-0. I've got a nice team. There's no need for me to blow that thing up.
That's a lot of talking for a guy who 2 weeks into the season, Sam. There's a lot of ball to be played.
I tried to make trades with Sam last year too. He's one of those guys. He don't want to do business.
I traded with you last year, John.
What did we trade last year?
I'm pretty sure it was Kyler Murray. You got that slop off your team again.
What was your record last year with Kyler?
I finished second in the league.
Okay.
Kyler's not bad. He's not Josh Allen, but
he's a waiver wire quarterback.
Well, drop him then, tough guy.
Well, I added Russell Wilson just as a backup plan, which I don't think that's going to be my long-term future, but I don't know.
I told Cody that I wanted a tight end, and he's got a guy who has 2 catches throughout the entire season for 7 yards.
One of the greatest tight ends of the NFL.
Yeah, one of the greatest guys to choke a playoff game ever, Mark Andrews.
He's one of the best 40-year-old tight ends out there, Sam.
Can I interest you in Jake Ferguson?
Nah, he's not better than what I've got, I don't feel like.
What about Juwan Johnson?
I'll just roll with it.
He's off to a hot start. Spencer Rattler likes throwing to him. Well,
Joku's not a bad tight end to have.
To answer the question, East 10 Vol, Cody was there. The tailgate was set up. It was beautiful. It was marvelous.
A little off balance.
He had a good spot set up. Everything was good. He fulfilled his duty. But again, like I said, in a couple months we might be having this discussion again as him and William, they're having a staring contest right now about who's going to fall into last place.
I don't plan to ever finish last.
I hope not.
I've never finished last in a fantasy league. It would be a first for me if that happened.
It is on the table. You are in last place right now, though, and you were in last place after the draft, right? You were projected to finish last.
Yeah, but now after the trade, I'm projected 9th.
See?
So
they boosted you up.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Been making some moves. I also needed to adjust my kicker and my defense. I had to get rid of my Gay kicker and the Cardinals defense.
You had to do what?
Matt Gay was my kicker.
Oh.
I had to get rid of him. He hasn't been performing. And then the Cardinals defense, same deal. So
now, somebody in this rooms, they are projected to finish last, and it ain't you, Cody, because you're right. You got bumped up to 9th. Sam, it's not you. You got bumped up to 2nd. You're undefeated. It's not me. I'm bumped up into 3rd. I'm undefeated.
Woo!
By process of elimination, there's only one person left. And the Njigbas in Paris, they are projected to finish last.
Ooh, me? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You just wait till I add Jake Browning right now to have him fill in for questionable Jaden Daniels to win the week against William.
Well, poor Bubba being picked last, it's really not his fault.
I give him a little bit of grace, but he should have been smart like you and I and opted out. If you want to watch the YouTube video, I put the YouTube video up of our fantasy football combine competition. I don't know how else to really describe it. Presented by Surfside. Shout out to Surfside. Drink Surfside.
Those vodka teas are great.
They are. They're delicious. Distributed by our friends over at Cherokee. They have done it again. They've got the beautiful White Claw. They got the Surfside. That's all I could ever need. They take care of us. But if you want to watch the full video of the competition, you can watch that on YouTube. But Bubba was in the unenviable position of picking 12th in a non-snake draft. So there is a reason why his roster is so terrible. Now, with that being said, I was a couple of questionable draft picks during the time, too, but he was over there working his paper and just going crazy and marking stuff off, acting like he was in damn draft day and he was Kevin Costner or Jonah Hill in Moneyball.
There's a lot of questionable draft picks
just with his
from
damn
everybody.
stats out, running to the booth, taking it, thinking he was smarter than everybody. I remember.
I think if I finish last, I'm going to blame it on not being able to do a snake draft because it was a new thing for me.
You should probably just blame it on ESPN's rankings since you just copied them the whole time.
That's not true. I think I'll blame it on not just doing the snake.
That should benefit you though, because
maybe,
you
but
were
I still would have
like
had
fourth.
different players. I still would have had different players. So if my players don't come to fruition, then I'm blaming it on that.
Yeah,
got to blame it on something besides my own choices.
Yeah, you weren't even drinking that night either.
No, but I was tired because I drank the night before. So
Two nights before.
I was very tired.
2 nights before, I think, wasn't it?
No, it was the night before.
You sure about that?
Yeah, because we'll go.
It was the night before. Yeah,
we'll go to lunch on Wednesday sometimes.
He had a different fantasy draft.
No, it was Tuesday night. Was it not Tuesday night fantasy draft?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't have been that tired 2 days later.
I mean, you called out of work yesterday because you were tired from Saturday. So I mean,
that's not why. That's not why. I mean, you should stop peddling that false narrative because that's not what it was.
Just one of those 12-hour sicknesses that still allow you to get out and go get Indian food and have yourself a day.
Yeah, I had to do some laundry too.
It's one of those 6-hour illnesses. I woke up and I got to do some laundry. I'm not
clothes washed.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I really have just kind of felt down all week. I've heard that there's stuff going around. I mean, I don't know, but I have. I think I have chronic fatigue. I think what it really is, I just need to change my diet.
Yeah, you're not very healthy.
Yeah,
you need to make a couple lifestyle changes.
Well, I was looking at, you know how you were making fun of me for having these sores on my legs that haven't healed?
The meth sores, yeah.
I think that, well, what they were fire ant bites, but they haven't healed, and they do look awful. But they're healing very slowly, and so I looked up, you know, why do you not?
You have low
heal?
white blood cells.
Why? Well, it basically just it's poor health. It could be diabetes. Could be a top cause of
HIV is on the table as well.
It could be HIV. It is why your sores won't heal fast.
Yeah, that's what I've always heard growing up is that, you know, the white blood cells and the healing.
So I've started to think,
That's a sad conversation.
So maybe I just need to. I think a better diet would help a lot of my issues.
Talking about Justin Jefferson, along those same lines, Tyreek Hill, if you're listening, if you like to pregame listening to Talk Sports, I need you to step up, bub. I need you to become a star. The Dolphins need you.
You say Tyreek Hill would be listening to the show?
He might be. I don't think he would be. Like,
the Pope might be, but he's not.
I think the chances are very low. But in case this gets back to Tyreek Hill, maybe somebody tags him in it, and he goes back
Kim
and listens.
Jong-un could be listening, but I doubt it.
Nah, I don't know how their media works over there. He'd have access, but I don't know. But if this gets back to Tyreek Hill, you need to step up tonight. You need to be a leader. Poor Vols 1085 is wearing his Dolphin shirt in the other room.
Oh, God.
He's wearing his Dolphin shirt. He's fired up for Thursday Night Football. Bills, Dolphins. This is also the game 2 almost died in last year, scrambling, throwing up the Crip signs. Same exact situation, I'm pretty sure. Hell, it might have even been week 3. Week 2 or week 3, I feel like.
Nearly put him in the crypt.
Yeah. So, like, you know, Tyreek, you got to step up and be a leader here because it feels like Mike McDaniel's getting fired after tonight, if not. It feels like it feels like he is going to cash the first coach fired. They're 12-point dogs. Feels like a game they're going to lose. It feels like it's going to get ugly, and it feels like they're going to get fired. That's how it feels. That's my Thursday night preview. Tyreek Hill, if you like Mike McDaniel at all, you got to step up. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe they all dislike Mike McDaniel. Maybe they're ready to get him out of there.
What's the line on this game?
It's 12.5 last time I checked.
Oh, that's big.
Maybe I wasn't paying attention for like 5 or 6 seconds, but how'd we go from meth sores to Thursday Night Football?
I was changing the subject because it made me grossed out. So I just circled back to Justin Jefferson and wide receivers. And then, like, speaking of Justin Jefferson, there was a guy that used to be kind of in that same breath, Tyreek Hill. He's kind of fallen out of that favor. But
that's how this show's always gone, Sam. You never know where we could end up.
At a certain point, Cody will say something that makes me uncomfortable, and I try to get it back on because I'm like, there's no way anybody in the audience wants to hear about Cody's nasty HIV sores. Like, it's very gross.
Yeah, well, I'm just hoping they heal soon, but we could, you
They
never
say
know.
if you get one of the H's, it's irreversible. So
suddenly we could start talking about Frosted Flakes, and you never know. It could happen at any moment.
You know what I think about Frosted
how
Flakes?
They're one of the best cereals out there. What about them?
They're great.
Yeah, I like them too.
I ain't had them in a while.
When's the last time you had a bowl of cereal?
It's been years, man.
Years?
Yeah, years.
Who the hell goes years without eating a bowl of cereal?
I'd say I ain't had any cereal since 2020.
I'm going to bring you a bowl of cereal tomorrow.
I'd say
5 years no cereal?
I'd say I ain't had a bowl of cereal in 5 years.
That's crazy.
I'd say legitimately, like during COVID, I ate a lot of cereal because I'd eat breakfast, didn't want to go out. Your options were limited. I started buying cereal again. But honestly, I don't think I've had cereal since I moved from that place I lived at during COVID. Like, I don't think I've had cereal in my new place at all. I don't ever buy it. I barely really buy it.
Do they have a rule against it or something?
No, I just don't ever really crave cereal. I don't love breakfast in general. And I just haven't done it. The breakfast I like is not like it's really, really bad for me. Like, I don't want to start a day with Frosted Flakes, but like that's what I want to eat. I just want to start with all that sugar and milk. You know what I mean? Like I'm starting. It's an uphill battle from there.
You ever have a bowl of cereal without the cereal?
It's like a bowl of milk, like I'm a cat.
Yeah.
No, I don't drink. I don't drink just a bowl of milk like a little cat.
You never just put a bowl of milk in the microwave and warm it for like 15 seconds? Remember the cereal bowls?
Joke I'm missing?
No, it's not.
Putting milk in a microwave.
Add some
You never had
cocoa
warm milk?
powder to it. You get hot chocolate.
There you go, Bubba. Did you ever have one of those cereal bowls that had a straw built into the side of it?
Oh, yeah.
I still got one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Those are nice.
Yeah.
It has a straw built.
Yeah,
into the
I
side
think
of it?
they're made
so you
for
can drink the
kids.
cereal milk.
I think they're mostly for kids, but an adult could have one too, theoretically, if you just wanted to.
No shame, Cody.
Yeah, it's a big bowl of cereal, and you make the cereal. You pour all the ingredients in. You pour the Frosted Flakes and then the milk, and then you got it. And
I go milk Frosted Flakes, but either way.
That's strange. And then you eat your cereal, but then all the milk juice left in the bottom, you just suck the straw from the bowl. You go from the bowl straw.
You have one of these too, Sam?
I used to.
At what age?
I think I bought one like freshman year of college because I thought it'd be fun to have. But before that, probably about 9 at the most.
And you, grown-ass man, still use this?
No shame, Cody. Cereal milk's good, man.
I like cereal milk. I just drink the bowl.
If you could have it in straw form, why not?
Because it's better to just tilt it up.
Ate there for a
Sugary
little bit.
goodness.
There's part of me that loves that part of it. This has been a little bit more soothing to talk about versus our impending doom of missing the playoffs at 10-2.
We're not going to miss the damn playoffs.
We're going 7-5, like Buck says.
Oh, come on.
Scott Buck really thinks we're going 7-5.
What's about to happen is we're about to go 11-1.
Hell yeah, brother! It starts on Saturday against those Blazers from UAB. We just got to go out and get Brazel his 150 yards, get him a couple tutties. Hell yeah!
Wish I had some microwave milk right now.
That is very weird.
Sometimes I have it in a can.
Why are you the only screen on YouTube, Bubba? What are you doing? You guys trying to be stars over there? You just put yourself
Go
on
ahead.
there?
Go ahead and put yourselves on there. I'd rather
Not
look
yet.
at YouTube for a minute than myself.
For whatever reason, the cameras of you all decided to just.
I look extra fat today in
Poop
this
out
gray
for-
shirt. I kind of
Well,
look like an orca whale. So go ahead and put the camera on you guys.
I gotta say, not to pile on, but that has been a discussion around the office.
About how fat I look in lighter colors?
No, just that people are asking about how much weight you've gained over the last 6 months. Many people are saying that, and I was like, I don't see it. I don't think so.
Who said that?
Multiple people.
You're saying it wasn't you?
It wasn't me because I said I don't think so.
Who said it?
I can't.
Is it anybody on this show?
I can't say if it's anybody on the show.
Sam wouldn't say something like that, I don't think.
I can't. I'm not.
I don't think I've ever commented on your weight.
Bubba's not here long enough.
I'm not going to say
Is it William?
one way or the other. I'm not going to say they just said he's really gained some weight lately, and I said I don't think so.
It was Tim.
Do you feel like you've gained some weight?
I don't think so.
That's what I said. Now the camera adds, 5 to 10 to 45 pounds.
I've gotten fatter, but I haven't gained weight. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like I've lost every bit of muscle I think I ever had.
Yeah, we saw on the YouTube in the competition.
So,
the guy couldn't do a push-up.
I think I'm more. Well, don't say that.
Couldn't do
don't
push-up.
Don't repeat that. Don't repeat that. That's not necessary.
That would crush me if I couldn't do
as
one
a man.
If I couldn't do one damn push-up.
Well, it kind of crushed me too.
Clearly, you clearly started taking it serious and practicing and getting back in form where you could do it.
See if you could do a push-up. It's not about strength.
It is.
It's not. No, it is. It's about weight.
It's about strength compared to your weight. Like it's a ratio.
Yeah, but I'm very strong.
I don't think
used to
you
be
are.
very strong.
You used to be.
And if you put a couple of 50-pound feed sacks on your back, and you see if you can do a push-up.
I could do one.
Well, I could do one. I think
you didn't. We saw it.
Well, I couldn't that day, but I was hungover.
We saw it.
Yeah, but I was hungover that day.
Do you have a drinking problem?
No.
Sounds like it.
No, I don't have a.
Man, hungover at 5:00 in the afternoon. That seems like could be a problem if we're doing
from the previous day.
Yeah, because we're doing those competitions. We're doing those competitions at 6:00. I mean, if you're still hungover at 6:00, I'm going to ask if you got a problem.
No, I mean I was under the influence of other things.
Let's go to break. Yeah, let's go to break. That's what those sores are on his
I
leg.
did heroin that day.
That's what I'm worried about. Let's go to break. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Karns High School running back Cameron George. George led Karns to a 24-21 win over Clinton last week. George carried 31 times for 249 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Beavers improved to 2-2 on the season. Karns High School's Cameron George, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated, they can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby, and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball that scored points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Hear, hear!
Friday Night Lights are back, and that means so is the SM Athletics Friday Night Scoreboard Show. Join me, Tim Hill, a.k.a. Vols Tim 85, and my crew every Friday night starting at 9:30 p.m. Live action, live calls, and all of the biggest talking points in East Tennessee high school football. It's the Friday Night Scoreboard Show presented by SM Athletics right here on Fan Run Radio, 1340 AM, the free Fan Run app, and streaming live on YouTube on Fan Run TV.
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through, and if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
I tell you, that's what we do. We're bringing the boom to you. You better shout back.
Those guys still do anything? The Chicken Bake Boys, they do anything? I ain't seen AJ and Big Justice lately. They just been focused on their AEW wrestling career. What are they doing?
The Rizzler's soared to new heights. Saw the Rizzler in an NFL commercial the other day.
Well, please note, Bub, I didn't ask if the Rizzler was doing anything. I know he's still getting checks. I know he's still chasing bags. I'm talking about the other two Schmohogs. I'm talking about Big Justice and AJ.
They haven't found a way to elevate their game.
He's got school.
They got left. They got left.
School.
They got left in the dust. How about this for a stat? The quarterbacks that all the nerds had in the top 5 basically all offseason. Arch Manning, Garrett Nussmeier, Lenora Sellers, Cade Klubnik, DJ Lagway. Am I wrong? Is there somebody else I'm missing? Or was that pretty much the top 5 on all the lists? I mean, maybe here and there might have been somebody else snuck in. But for the most part, those are the guys you heard about. Arch, Nussmeier, Sellers, Klubnik, Lagway.
Thank you, John. Kyler Murray says he's sorry for a post with him in a Michael Vick jersey.
It's not headlines.
Oh, I missed my cue.
No, it's not
Oh, I'm 10 minutes early. Oh,
what the hell are you doing?
Darn. Oh, my bad. Oh.
Are you doing a bit? Did I miss it?
I missed my cue there.
There was no cue.
Yeah, those other quarterbacks, I tell you.
There was no cue to miss.
Yeah, I started early.
Are you drunk now?
I started a little early.
Are you still hungover from Saturday?
I started a little early.
Arch Manning, Garrett Nussmeier, Lenora Sellers, Cade Klubnik, DJ Lagway. Those are pretty much the top 5 quarterbacks that we're talking about.
Arch sucks. Klubnik, probably sucks. Sellers hurt. Lagway sucks. Who else?
19 touchdown passes, 18 interceptions.
Nussmeier overrated.
Now, look, I mean, Lagway didn't do the boys any favors going out and throwing 5, but that's a pretty funny stat. 19 touchdown passes, 18 interceptions between the top 5 quarterbacks.
There's some talk that Lagway's banged up.
Well, yeah. I mean, Lagway was banged up all offseason.
Yeah.
They were asking about being hurt all offseason.
Is he, maybe if he's not all that healthy, then that could be part of why he's not playing well.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's completely fair, but also I think Billy Napier probably not helping there.
Sunbelt Billy
not helping him.
Yeah. What's our best hope for Florida? Like, what's the best situation we can walk into in the swamp? Him being fired and them having an interim that have been going on for a couple of weeks.
They fire Billy. Billy gets his ass beat by Miami this week. They fire Billy Napier. Half the team opts out to save their red shirt. I think that's the best case scenario. There's already talk on like Florida message boards, take it for what it's worth, that Lagway is like kind of considering like being done after this game anyways to save his red shirt.
Now, can some of those boys transfer immediately?
No.
Like if Billy gets fired, well, can't they can't enter the portal?
Well,
I know they can't be picked up in the middle of a season by another team, but
they get 30 days to enter the portal and go ahead and kind of do that. Now, like I don't know what necessarily the benefit is of that other than just like coaches can go ahead and start contacting you and making way for you. Like if you are DJ Lagway and you are a 5-star quarterback, or at least you were a 5-star quarterback, and you're looking for a future place to play, I would think the sooner you got in, the quicker you could vet your situation, make sure you're going to the right place. Like, hey, I'm taking over for, Nussmeier who's leaving LSU. Yeah, they want me. I'm going there.
What if Florida doesn't fire him and they just trudge through the season with him, like the record stays okay enough to like how long can he make it?
It's over, man.
You think it's over
It's
after this
over.
week?
Yeah.
If
Well,
they
no,
beat
no,
Texas
no.
at home?
No. I'm not saying.
Well,
they're
yeah. Let's say they get
Like-
their ass whipped by Miami and then they beat Texas.
That's not enough to save his job.
But is it enough to keep him employed through the season? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Just to be clear, I'm not calling the shot he's getting fired after this weekend. Although I do think it's very firmly on the table. Whenever you've already got the ball rolling on fires with like Vatech and UCLA, like I do think you'll see teams kind of look and say, "Hey, we should probably do this sooner." Now in Florida's situation in the SEC, it's a little bit different than what UCLA is dealing with in the Big Ten and what Vatech's dealing with in the ACC. If you're Florida, you probably don't want a huge roster exodus and to really get embarrassed and go like 3-9. You that matters to you way more than it matters to Vatech.
And he has recruited
UCLA.
well. He has recruited well.
The recruiting don't matter though. He can't coach.
I know, but
Yeah.
like if they're looking at that as we don't want to lose this class.
Well, if I'm Florida, yeah, I mean like that's fine, but like you can lose the class at any point. Like I think other schools are already like in the ears of those recruits right now and staying there. And like, hey, if they fire Billy in November, they still have time to flip. Like especially the really good players. Now the question would be like, if you're Florida, if you're one of these schools and you fire your coach, like what's the move? Now I think unlike years past, you actually have two pretty big names that a school like Florida would probably call first because they want to be first to the game and have a chance to call Nick Saban. Or even hell, John Gruden, who does seem like he wants to coach college at this point. You can be the first school to call him and really talk to him. And if you're Florida, you can really get the Nick Saban, ball rolling. Matt Hayes, he has a take. Matt Hayes is a senior college football writer for USA
Bald
Today.
guy.
Yeah, he says, "You want love and appreciation, Dabo? Leave Clemson and go fix Florida."
Ooh. Interesting.
But like you ask about Napier, like he's done. It's just a matter of when.
Dabo's going to end up at Alabama somehow or another. I think that's coming.
I think that is cool on paper, but what I said yesterday was if Dabo's melting down over Clemson and the pressure of Clemson,
yeah,
I don't think you can handle the pressure of Alabama and actually not being able to pull the whole "I'm a made man" thing. Like at Clemson, if you're Dabo, you could tell him like, "Hey, kiss my feet. I brought you 2 national championships. You're going to build me a statue. I'm the best coach you've ever had," and he would be right. He couldn't pull that at Alabama.
No, but he's an Alabama guy.
No, he is.
He was always the assumed successor there. And
Sure.
I feel like Alabama would want him. It would feel a little bit like when Rick Barnes went from Texas to Tennessee. Is kind of how I would look at Dabo to Bama.
I don't know if I
can
can
take away Jackie Boy's sideline passes, Cody.
Fresh start. Well, maybe Jackie Boy gets passes at Alabama then. Probably not, though. Probably not.
He's down the field looking buff.
More like Jack D Boy.
Yeah.
It used to be Jackie Boy, now it's Jack D Boy.
Jacked Pianta.
I don't know if you guys have seen him lately, but he's about 225.
He ain't that strong,
Got
but
19-inch pythons.
He's put on I'd say about 6 pounds of muscle.
I
Which
think
is
he's
big
on the
for Jack.
roids.
He says his new home has a home gym. He's been hitting it. Shout out to Jack D Boy.
You need to text his mom and tell her you're worried about him being on the roids.
That's a good point. Let me text Jack. Get his mom's number. He still hasn't given it to me. Let me see if this time I'll do it. But hey, I got something
Wonder
serious.
why.
I got something serious I need to talk to you about.
I feel like Miami's going to boat race Florida, but what am I missing? Because hasn't the line been moving down?
What's missing is that Florida gets credit for having like a top 15 roster with a really good defense. Problem is the offense can't score. That's the issue.
But the line's moving down, right?
Yeah, I mean, it moved down against LSU too. Like it went from 7.5 to like 4 by the time it kicked off. But guess what? Florida didn't cover because they ain't got an offense.
I feel that Miami's going to win like 38-10. All right, Sam, what if we parlay Missouri, money line, Oklahoma, money line, and Miami, money line? Can we get that into plus odds?
That'd definitely be plus odds. You'll be around, I'd say, plus 180 at that point.
Is that worth
Do you still
betting?
want Tennessee minus 38.5 in there?
No.
No.
I'd say it'd be about plus 180.
Problem, anytime you start talking
Just
about
trying to add it up in my head.
Anytime you start talking 3 legs, though, that's when you get into things.
That's when you get into trouble.
Not going your way.
That's when you get into trouble.
Some weird result.
Plus 140.
Oh, wow. I was way off. I blew it.
So
what the hell is the Miami money line?
Minus 320.
Oh, what's the spread right now?
Minus 8.5.
Oh, so
Miami?
It's gone the other way?
Oh, hell, Cody's spreading fake news. Just for the record, everybody.
No, I'm not. That's
why I thought it was plus 180.